Hey guys, it's Alex from 7th Hour Films. Today I'm going to be giving you a review of the series finale of Adventure Time. This is Season 10, Episodes 13 through 16. Come along with me. So, you might be wondering why I'm doing this, because I've never done an Adventure Time review on here. Well, I started watching the show years and years ago. Not when it first aired, or when it first started airing, I should say. Initially I viewed Adventure Time as incredibly stupid, which, now that I think about it, when you really stop and think about my personality, you'd think I'd love that, but I thought it was really stupid and not good, and then I watched it, and I was like, oh, this is good. So I started watching it a couple years back, and it's only now that I'm doing these, episode reviews and stuff on the channel that I was like, okay, well, maybe I could do an Adventure Time review, and it just so happens to be the series finale. I'm not doing a review on the series as a whole. Originally I was going to do that, but I was like, boy, it's been so long. The show's been going on so long, and even though I was late to the game when it started, or when I started watching, I still don't think I can do a proper series retrospective. So I'm going to be doing the finale. So this basically picks up in the middle of the war, the conflict with Gumbald. Interesting villain, Gumbald, but we'll talk about him in a second, because the first thing to talk about with these 4 episodes is they're actually framed around another story. Basically, the frame story of these episodes is that in the future, like thousands of years in the future, there are these 2 people. I don't remember their names, unfortunately, but they kind of look like Finn and Jake, just like the one that looks like Jake is really huge, and the one that looks like Finn is an actual rabbit. He's a rabbit, but Finn like wore a bear hat, I think. I think that's supposed to be a bear hat the whole time. I don't remember. Anywho, so they want to learn about the end of the world, basically. So they go to the King of Oo, who happens to be Bimo, which is really cool. And Bimo basically tells the story of what happened. And we cut back to the past, where we get the full war with Gumbald, which is interesting. Gumbald has been an interesting villain, because of all the villains, you wouldn't think you would end on this guy. When you look back, there's there's Lemon Grab, there's the Lich and stuff like that. And there's been Magic Man, although he's been reformed over the series. So to end with Gumbald is just really interesting, because there's not a whole lot special to him. Even Lemon Grab, to an extent, he's at least crazy. So there's that. Gumbald, interesting villain, and Gumbald and Princess Bubblegum are fully ready to go to war with each other to just end each other, basically. They don't. That's the thing about kids shows these days, and I hate to say that because I sound like an old fart, but back in my day, let me arch my glasses for full senior citizen. Back in my day, we never talked about death or anything like that in cartoons. Maybe when you were a kid, maybe you saw that, I don't know. Maybe I was just watching the wrong shows, but just hear, Princess Bubblegum, flat out says, surrender or I will kill you. And it's like, whoa, that's not... that would have never flown when I was a kid, so yeah, there's that. Oh, sorry. Ear itches. Let's see, what else is there to talk about? Okay, so they're fully ready to go to war with each other. Finn actually wants peace. He does not want this war, and he even, mentions, it's so strange. I used to be all about fighting and stuff, but now I'm the one that wants peace and stuff. So he tries his best to broker a peace between Gumball and Bubblegum, but it really doesn't work until things start to get a little trippy. He basically sends Finn, Jake, Bubblegum, Gumball, Fern. I think that's it. I think that's all of them. But Finn sends all of them into, like, this weird, they call it, like, an unconscious realm? I'm not sure, but things get really trippy. It's basically like they all went to sleep, had the same dream, and now they're talking in their dream and stuff. So, yeah, it's very strange and very surreal, but that's Adventure Time for you. So, yeah, that's honestly, like, just saying that it's like, that's a very, like, no crap. That's Adventure Time. So, things get really trippy, and throughout it, we get some interesting stuff, not just with Bubblegum and Gumball, who do eventually kind of come to terms, but also from Finn and Fern, because we've had this conflict going on for a while, where, Fern has been tormented, he feels this torment and pain and stuff, and Finn is trying to convince him, look, I have that too, we're the same guy. It's just that one is actually Finn, and the other is, well, Fern. So, eventually, like, they find the thing inside of Fern that's, like, causing him all this pain and making him evil and stuff, and they kill it. They take it out and they kill it. So, Fern is good again. Yay, that's pretty good. But, unfortunately, his body is starting to fade away. Like, all the leaves and stuff, all the grass, is starting to, like, disassemble, I guess, is, for lack of a better word, disassemble. So, and even when they wake up, that's still happening. He's still, like, blowing away. I don't know how else I can say it. It's very strange. Basically, his grass body is just sort of falling apart slowly, so he can still do some stuff. He's still got some time, but yeah, he's running out of it, basically. And, so Bubblegum and Gumball come to terms, and there's a peace, mostly through, like, the scenes they saw of in the dream world, where they really got inside each other's heads, and Bubblegum really started to understand where Gumball is coming from and stuff. So, there's peace for, like, 20 seconds until a portal opens up, and out comes Golb. Ooh. So, this scary son of a gun shows up, and he's like, I don't know, he's like the monster to end all monsters. It's really, really strange. But, Betty shows up with, I think Normal Man is there. Normal Man, formerly Magic Man, obviously. I guess I say that in case any of you have never seen Adventure Time. If you've never seen Adventure Time and you're just watching this randomly, none of this makes any sense, and if you go watch the show, none of this will ever make sense to you until you get to this episode. That's the thing. But go watch Adventure Time if you haven't. It's really, really good. There's a lot of episodes, though. But episodes are about 11 minutes long, so pretty short. You can probably blast through it in I don't know how long it'd take, maybe a week, maybe, I don't know. So Golb shows up and starts dropping these other monsters down, and a huge battle ensues, and it's very, very crazy. And in the middle of this, it looks like Princess Bubblegum was crushed, and because of that, Marceline, who's there, goes full power, berserk, starts beating the crap out of things, and then it's revealed Princess Bubblegum is okay, and Marceline goes over and she's like, don't scare me like that, I don't want to lose you again. And they kiss, and it's like, yay, ship confirmed, I guess. A lot of people were excited about that. It's alright. I'm such a stick in the mud on stuff like that. I'm not, like, anti-gay or anything. And it's just that I don't know, I almost see it as a Legend of Korra thing, where it's like, well, Korra and Asami, they were the thing the whole time. It's like, no, they weren't. Now, to Adventure Time's credit, this was built up a bit more. To Adventure Time's credit, if you don't think I'm making any sense, I'm probably not. I'm tired. I'm tired and I'm trying to get through this quickly because I need to wrap this up, and I just realized I have 20% power on my phone. Holy crap, let's keep going. Yeah. So, I give credit. They have hinted at a relationship between PB and Marceline, so that's fine. And again, to their credit, they actually kissed. Suck it, Korra. You didn't do that. You just held hands at the end. Freaking... The Sponge will not let them hold hands, but Cartoon Network, who doesn't have a mascot, will. So, yeah. So there's that. Good. A lot of people were happy about that. Good for you. Let's move on. It was fine. Whatever. Let's move on. The real relationship I'm concerned about is Betty and Simon. Or Ice King, I should say. And Betty, Ice King, and Finn go inside of Golb. And they're getting digested. And because of that, they are reduced down to their most basic forms. So Betty, who has pretty much been Magic Man for a while, is reduced down to regular Betty. And Ice King is reduced down to Simon. Holy crap. So we finally got Simon back. And they basically... So on the outside world, BMO starts singing, and they realize that singing will actually hurt Golb. And at first I'm like, what? Singing's gonna hurt him? That's a little... But they say, Bubblegum says, like, it's the harmony. It's the harmonizing of notes. Golb is made of chaos, so if you harmonize, that will hurt him. And it's like, okay, that was clever. I like that. I like that there's like a scientific explanation to it, and leave it to PB to find a scientific explanation. So there's that, and because of that, there's a hole big enough for Finn to escape and Simon to escape, but Betty stays behind because the crown is still there, the Ice King's crown. Simon's not wearing it anymore because he doesn't need it. So she remembers that the crown can make a wish, and she puts it on her head and she says, okay, I wish for Golb to be gone. That doesn't work. Golb's too powerful for the crown to do that. So she says, okay, I wish for Simon to be safe. And that works. It seems like she sort of fuses with Golb or something. They really didn't explain it. But she kind of fuses with Golb. Golb becomes good or something. I don't know. Golb sort of transforms and then leaves with all the other monsters, and that's it. Betty's gone, but we have Simon. And then we get the ending where the music hole sings Come Along With Me, and we see all our characters, Simon, PB, Marceline, Finn, Jake, Susan, Tree Trunk, Sweet Pea, everyone, like every single character. Finn's mom is in there too. Every single character pretty much is referenced. Well, all the good guys, obviously. And then we cut back, and the two guys thank BMO for the story. They go, and they realize that the tree they've been living in is actually Finn and Jake's tree, just 1,000 years in the future, and it's friggin' huge. And when they go up to the top, they find Finn's sword, the Finn sword, and the rabbit, the one that looks like Finn, holds it up, and you got the Jake one that lays there with his hand around the ankle, and there you go. That's the end of Adventure Time. So yeah, that is Come Along With Me. Overall, a pretty solid series finale when you try to figure out what can you do to end Adventure Time. It's pretty solid. Now, the only thing I would say is that this doesn't have to be a series finale. That's the only thing, is that, well, this was good and it was nice and I really liked it and it was a great series finale, and really it upped everything for being initially about the war with Gumball and stuff. It really ups everything with Golb and Betty and Simon and stuff like that. And oh god, oh jeez, don't mess with the camera. I've got 15% power. A message pops up when that happens. So I was trying to get rid of that, but I knocked the camera around. Okay, so yeah. The only thing is, you can keep going after this, because the only thing that really changed in the story is that Ice King is now Simon, and Gunther actually is now the new Ice King. Like, the crown fell out of Golb, just the crown, and Gunther put it on, and Jake was like, no, we have to stop him, he'll become Orgelorg again. But he just puts it on and wishes to become Ice King, and he does. So yeah, it's like, not a lot really changed, actually. So they could honestly keep going if they wanted to, but I will say that was a solid place to end it, and I really, really liked it. And overall, really, really liked Adventure Time. Despite my initial bias where I was like, Adventure Time, that's stupid and bad and stuff like that. You know what? You got me. I like Adventure Time, and that's on the record now, and I'm never going to take that back. So, yeah, that's basically it. If you haven't seen Adventure Time, go watch Adventure Time. It's going to be pretty good. So, with all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of my movie and series reviews, I guess, I've got a full playlist down here of each and every one of them I've ever done. Got some other videos you can check out, the subscribe button if you haven't done that already, and you can follow me on social media, links below in the description. See you guys later.